Good morning. It is Saturday morning. It's about 8:30 North California time. Good morning to all the fire signs. So guys, first thing I got this morning when I woke up was I got Fihu, Fihu is money and possessions, but it also means generative ability. And that was the first thing they told me this morning. I'm like, God, I haven't even got out of bed yet, and they're already throwing messages at me. So guys, when I pulled the runes, I got Fihu. And I'm gonna go over this message with y'all, and I just want y'all to know this is a 777 message. Okay, I've looked up 777. I also know a little bit about what it means for the angel numbers and stuff. 777 has to do with good luck. It also means that you are now on your divine path, your life purpose path. It also means that you are now in a position to do further research, to meet other people with the same kind of abilities, gifts, ideas as you, because we do have path of destiny, we do have manas, we have foundation, we have flow. Guys, this message is packed this morning. We also have a sub message. Guys, I got all but one rune for the fire signs this morning. So guys, this is a huge message for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Take it how it resonates. For those of you that it is meant for, you're going to start seeing more signs and synchronicities. You're going to start seeing, overhearing conversations. You're going to start meeting people. You're going to start having this little spark within you that makes you seek out other people, more information. Because those of you that have special gifts that are meant to help people in the future, you are going to start seeking each other out, looking for more information. I'm hearing something about a web page where people with certain gifts, maybe one of you has an idea to start a certain web page, or saying, hey, I'm on my spiritual journey. I've discovered this about myself. Is there anybody else out there? People, as people start sensing other people's energies, because I don't know if any of you have been looking at my other messages, but they've been telling me about people psychically being able to see other people psychically and knowing who's part of this slow-moving, selective. It has a lot to do with evolution, guys. It has a lot to do with people becoming more psychic, people tuning into their energies more, their spiritual counselors. It has a lot to do with people becoming more aware. And as they become more aware, they start using that energy to their best ability. Okay? Some of you might be whole families that end up realizing together that you have this collective power now. And guys, we're not talking about power to go around and that you run around and all of a sudden, people are bowing down to you. It's not that kind of power, guys. Because I just had the feeling somebody's going to think, ooh, I have power now. It's not that kind of power. It's the kind of power that makes you realize that you are evolving, that you are growing, that you're changing, that your gifts are coming in. And now you're wondering, that you're starting to figure out what they are. You're wondering what to do with them. That's where the Fihu comes in. Okay. And guys, I'm going to go over this whole message with you, but I'm just pointing out certain things. We're giving a little speech, I guess, a little story time here. So Fihu, like I said, this morning I woke up, that was the first thing I thought of, generative energy. And that's on an esoteric level. So now is when, as you start learning and figuring out, and this isn't right now, guys, take this how it resonates. But what they're saying is as you figure out things about yourself, meet other people, start going into the future, as time passes, okay, you're going to start having the ability to affect the most change in your life and other people's. It's just going to depend on how much you want to give, how much you want to help, what your particular needs are. And it's saying that it's going to be available there for you if you want to take it. Not everybody's going to want to be part of a group. Not everybody's going to want to jump on somebody's bandwagon and throw their energy in, okay? And guys, I'm just going to say, there is no room here for a small pond with one person saying, I'm going to dictate everything. This is a group of people that together, as people go into the future and find other people, they decide jointly how they want to do things. There's no room for one person being, getting all the accolades and everybody else doing all the work. That popped up yesterday in the air signs message. Okay. So guys, this is something that's a collective work together energy. This is not a one big, somebody going, oh, I have all the power and I'm going to dictate to everybody. Guys, if you're that egotistical, you don't need to be in this, this is something that where people are wanting to help other people and also be able to feed their families, take it how it resonates. But this is as we are progressing and evolving type energy. This is not somebody's meant to, start some big, huge church and get all the money and everybody else is a little peon that they direct how they're going to live their lives. Guys, that's not what we're talking about. Okay. Because they told me to make sure I put this warning out there because they said there are going to be some people that are going to think they're going to go and start something. And let me tell you guys, if you put yourself up on a pedestal, the angels and the ancestors are going to knock you right off of it. Or you may find yourself growing to be something big and then something severe is going to happen. And you're going to be left behind the dust, and everybody that you thought you had control of is going to walk away from you, and nobody, especially if you are very much in the public eye, nobody's going to want anything to do with you, they're saying. So this is not a message for anybody that's an egotistical person that thinks they're going to start something and become a rich millionaire, and everybody else is a peon that has no place. There is no place for big fish in this little bitty pond, guys. That's what they're wanting me to tell y'all this morning. That's that generative energy. They're saying, guys, this is something where collectively we do good on the planet. Okay, so I'm just going to tell y'all that because, guys, people being what people are, sure as shit, somebody's going to think that they're going to be some big, huge fish. And let me tell you, if you have any ideas like that, they're saying you may grow for a while and you may think you're going to be somewhere, but then something's going to come to light. It's going to knock you off that pedestal. And then your fellow people with the same gifts, they're not going to trust you no more. Guys, trust is extremely fragile. Okay? Y'all, everyone needs to realize that. You give your trust to someone and they break it and you have a hard time ever getting that complete, wholeheartedly, I trust you with every fiber in my being energy back if you betray people's trust. So I'm just letting y'all know that, okay? So take that for how it resonates. That's the message they wanted me to make sure I told y'all before I go into this reading, okay? So, well, y'all going to have to hang on a second. I'm sitting here, I'll pour myself a cup of coffee again. I've only had one cup, but I wanted to make sure I told y'all about this generative energy that they're talking about this morning, guys, because... really, seriously, take it how it resonates. If you're egotistical in any sort of way, they're going to knock you right off your pedestal. And I don't mean that to be to every fire sign. Whoever this resonates for, if you find that you tend to be a little bit that way, just know they're giving you a pre-warning that if you think you're going to jump on some kind of pedestal and lord it over people, you may do it for a little while, but eventually the powers that be are going to knock you right off of it. Guys, I don't know who that message is for. Okay, but they're saying to make sure I put that out there because they're saying this is something for the people, not for one person who's supposed to get on a pedestal and be Mr. or Mrs. I'm ruling everything over everybody else. People, there's already churches and groups, political figures and people like that think that they're all that and they have all the power. And guys, nobody gets to stay on that pedestal for long. Because the universe has its own sense of balance, okay? Now, that being said, we're going to get ready and get into this message. Let me put some sugar in my coffee here. Maybe some of y'all are going to drink some coffee with me, huh? All right. All right, so let's get into our message, guys. Okay, so first of all, we have here Path of Destiny, a breakthrough, okay? Some of you have already realized what your gifts are, or you suddenly find a way to use your gifts. Maybe you already joined another collective of some sort, because right now you have all this generative energy to be able to start something. Maybe you've done your, also the 777 message. It means good luck. It means you're, like I said, again, you're on your divine path. Even if you don't know what everything is yet, it will become made clear to you over time, okay? And the reason why I say this is because then we have Perth, secrets coming to light. So you're going to be going, at some point in time, everyone that realizes that they're now doing their life purpose, you're going to be like, oh, I see the bigger picture now, okay? So that's going to come to light for some people, okay? And it's because you're going to be looking at signs and synchronicities. You're going to either be overhearing conversations, finding articles online. You're going to be meeting other people. You're going to be picking up a book. Maybe you join a book club and you find a couple of people in the comments that liked a certain book, and it's a spirituality book, and all of a sudden you find some new friends. Okay. Maybe you see a sign on the side of the road that talks about, a group or a book or some kind of meeting, or you see a meeting online, or you see something that brings in more signs and synchronicities. And you're like, oh, goody, I'm not the only one that's feeling this energy, because you're going to find other people. And at that point, guys, that's the jumping off point. That's when you stop and say, okay, it's time to let things in my past go and time to jump through this new doorway. Okay? And that's the first 7 runes, guys. And I knew this morning this message was going to be something in particular for the fire signs. So when I pulled it, I said, okay, well, what do y'all want to tell them? And I called forward my spiritual counselors, your spiritual counselors, and they wanted to and this being a 777, guys, this is an angel message. Okay, is it angels or ancestors? I think actually it's a blend of angels and ancestors, and they're wanting you to know they have your back. Okay, so then what is unseen for you at this time is when you start realizing this, we have Nada's relief need. Because now you sigh a sigh of relief going, okay, now I understand, which brings you a lot of birth, okay? It brings you a lot of understanding of where you're at, where you're supposed to be going. And it's unseen right now, but as you move into the future, you're going to see it, okay? And then we have Othello, which is foundation. It's ancestors, it's ancestral lands, and I think it's connecting also to this breakthrough of meeting other people and finding a foundation you did not know that you had, okay? And you get a lot of success with this. It helps you to become, it has a lot to do with your life purpose and realizing that you are on, because Soilu means the sun, it means whole, it means coming to yourself in some way, okay? But this is also the warning of, don't think you're going to be the big fish in the little pond, because that's where you're going to get knocked off your pedestal at some point in the future. Okay? Because the sun, what happens if you lay out in the sun too long, guys? You burn up. So they're giving a nice they're saying this is a kindly, timely warning that if you think, because all this is opened up for you, you're going to become some big giant fish in a pond, woe is you, okay? But they're also saying that if you open up to your gifts and these other people and you start realizing what your destiny is and your life future is, okay, that you are going to meet these other people, you're going to be some kind, in the future, you're going to be one of those healers, or maybe a healing group or something like that. And they gave me a message earlier this morning also about what the Hagalaz. Hagalaz is elemental disruption, okay? Hagalaz is also talking about becoming who you're meant to be through natural evolution. It also means regenerative energy as well, okay? Just like the Fihu does. Okay. And guys, the reason why they're saying that is because this is having to do with evolution. I talked about that in the air message too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and look at the air message. It is in 2 parts because my phone cut out. I'm really sorry, guys. It was trying to update. It's now been updated. So no more breaking in. Okay. So this is talking about regeneration, evolution. Okay. These are where some people's gifts are becoming really strong, and that you are meant to grow. You are meant to regenerate. Again, guys, the veil between the worlds is really thin, which is, again, that elemental disruption, okay? They're also talking about people being able to psychically know when other healers are around or other people that have your gifts. You're also going to have more warnings of when somebody's not good around you that comes around. Your discernment's going to grow. Your antenna feeling's going to grow because you're supposed to. We're talking about evolution here, guys. So we're all evolving. We're all growing. We're all becoming more psychic. And again, maybe this is a message for someone that finds that group, that in the future you find someone, you fall in love, and your children become that second or that next or the one after generation that is more psychic, more hands-on healing, more Reiki healers, more. They're just telling me lots of different types of healers. I even did a reading not too long ago. They were talking about a wounded healer, that their gift was their wound. Was something that happened to them when they were a child that they didn't remember, okay? Rather, it was a funny uncle or aunt, or it was something that was said or done to them that just left a scar that they don't see. Maybe it affects how they feel about other people, or how much they're able to love and help other people, but they are able to help heal other people. So this is talking about evolution, regeneration, and going into the future with your gifts and being able to help and heal other people. Okay, so just take that how it resonates, guys. Then what we have, what is within your control. Okay, so they're talking about everyone's going to be on their own personal destiny with their gifts. And if you tune into your angels and ancestors, you'll know how to use your gifts. And going into the future, you're going to find other people. And the rewards for your efforts is going to be more flow and more help for people in general, they're saying. Okay? So guys, take that how that resonates. Then we have a little sub-message. And this little sub-message is talking about closing the door on your past. So if you have had, they're showing me that you may have had some bad experiences in the past with other people, other groups, but you're not going to have that no more, because you're going to be able to use your discernment, your psychic gifts, your healing abilities to tell when you shouldn't be able to trust someone, or when you should be more cautious in a situation. You're just going to be highly more psychic, highly more aware of the energies and being able to read them, they're saying. Okay? And then you're going to go through this doorway. And guys, I keep pointing out to y'all how the runes match up on the ends. So here we have breakthrough, relief from distress, and now being on your personal journey. Okay? And closing and walking away from all the things in the past. I mean, they're lessons for yours for this lifetime, but use them at your discernment as you go into the future, because you're going to need past lessons, okay? And then stepping through the door, and like I tell y'all all the time, guys, Theories for me has become walking through Ing, okay? Walking through completion of new beginnings, okay? So we have walking through, going through the new beginnings, letting all the past go. You're evolving. You'll have more flow in your life, rewards for your efforts. And you're going to find your tribe, because now you know what your life purpose is. Now, guys, mind you, take this how it resonates. This is not an instantaneous, this all happens in one day. We're talking about going into the future, okay? So take that how it resonates. This is message for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. And guys, this message also resonates a great deal for me, because I too have been having my psychic gifts get stronger. I've been able to pick up more energies around other people. I even at this time feel somebody that's meant to help me in the future is headed this way. I felt him or her the other day. I think it's a he, but I actually got where it felt like I was just sitting here and it felt like somebody's energy turned around. It felt like they literally turned around and were focused in my direction. And it felt like they were moving this way. Then they kind of stopped. Then the next day it felt like they were moving towards me again. Today I'm not feeling nothing. But guys, if I'm feeling that, you're able to feel that as well. Okay? And that's all of us people that are supposed to be healers and use our healing gifts in the future. They've already told me that a lot of my readings are meant to help guide you guys that are going to be moving. Because, guys, I'm 60 years old. My life's not going to last another 40 years. You know what I'm saying? But for you younger people, or even some of you that are just now in your 40s and 50s, as your gifts are opening up. And, guys, today's the 11/11 portal. So take that how that resonates as well. But these are messages that are meant for the special collective, they're saying, of people that are going to be healers and be changing the world. But it's a very small pond, guys. I mean, there's let's say somebody said there's like 8 billion or 80 billion. I don't remember numbers, but there's like billions of people on this planet. And this group of which I'm a part, maybe you looking at this and seeing your gifts and know what has come in for you. Maybe you realize you're part of this as well. But we are just a tiny minority of all the billions of people on the planet. And for those of you that they're also saying, make sure you get out in nature, because they want you to feel the earth, connect with the earth, and your angels, your ancestors, your past on loved ones. And some of you, they just gave me a special message. For some of you, you're going to have one guardian angel or lineage angel that's going to be following you and going with you everywhere you go. Thank you, spirit guides, angels. I'm very grateful for that, for being able to give that message to someone. So they're showing me a person whose guardian angel is following behind them or by their side. And as you go, they're going to help guide you. Nope, nope, they're saying that's for a couple of different people. So if you've been feeling an extra energy around you, it is a spirit guide. It is a either a guardian angel or an ancestor. Someone in your spiritual council is staying by your side to make sure that they help guide you, because they're saying the road's going to get bumpy up ahead, but they're going to be there with you. That message is for someone. Okay, guys, that message is for someone. I'm going to pull some tarot. I'm going to pull some tarot for this, guys. Let's see what we get here on the tarot, guys. Okay. Let's see what we get on the tarot, guys. So this is a 7/7 message from your ancestors and your angels. And that little sub message there. Guys, they're also making me feel that some of you are going to have a hard time letting go of some things, people, places, and events that happened in the past. Some of you are going to have, it's going to take you longer to get to where you need to be, because you're going to have a hard time letting go of some things in the past, in your psyche, they're saying. So if you are having anything come up and it feels like it's pulling on your energy, you need to find a way to cut that loose from your energy and let it go. I'm seeing somebody write it down on a piece of paper and putting it in a box and burying it. You'd be better to, somebody's still going to do that. Somebody's going to write down something that happened to them, put it in a little square box they're showing me, and they're going to bury it in the ground. They're also showing me somebody's going to write it down and they're going to burn it, and it's going to help them to release it and walk through. This is connected to this right here, guys. They just showed me two different people. They didn't really show me. They just showed me the energy. But they're showing me somebody's going to write it down and bury it. Somebody else is going to set it on fire and throw the ashes to the winds. Somebody else is going to write it on a rock and throw it off a mountain or off a cliff. Guys, whatever works. Okay? So some of you have, they're showing me two masculine energies and one feminine energy. Yep. So whoever that resonates for, however that works for you. Oh, and somebody else is going to throw it in the water. They're saying this. Okay, so this is having to do with this elemental disruption. Some of you are going to use the elements to get rid of this past baggage that you feel is personally holding you back. Someone's going to burn it. Someone's going to bury it. Someone's going to write it down and throw it in the river or an ocean or a pond. Someone else may take their little book of diary that they kept writing about something that bad happened to them, and they're going to mail it somewhere. Mail it to the, guys, don't mail it to no one. Mail it to the worst place you can think of on the planet without a return address on it. Post office will get rid of it, trust me. All right, so I don't know who those messages are for, but guys, I was seeing that in my mind's eye, and they're saying, yeah, there's 3 separate energies related to somebody's spiritual guides that are here saying this is what you need to do with that. So whoever that resonates for, there are at least 3 of you that have a special guide or loved one, or one of you has a brother that passed away a long time ago, but his energy is still with you, and they're saying he's telling you to throw it in the ocean or the river or a body of water somewhere. Michigan? Does somebody live in the state of Michigan? They're saying where the 3 rivers are, or the Great Lakes, or what is Michigan's handle? State of 1,000 lakes or some shit like that. Guys, that's a specific message for someone. It feels like your brother is here, they're saying, and he's saying you've got to get rid of that because there's something greater meant for you. Guys, I'm channeling big time here. Any other messages? Spirit guides, angels, passed on loved ones? Hang on, guys. No, they're kind of stepping back now. But somebody's brother that passed away, he's saying he loves you very much. And Angie? Or maybe his name was Angelo? Guys, I'm hearing a name with an A. And they're saying whoever you are, Your passed on brother wants you to know it's going to be okay and that he's been with you all this time. Oh, guys, that just stuff gets me emotional. Thank you, sweetheart, whoever you are, for giving this message to your loved one. That's going to resonate for somebody. They're telling me to get a grip. Whew. So somebody with an A name, Angie, Angelo, or maybe it's a guy with a brother, but they're telling me it's a girl with a brother. He's with you, sweetheart. He just wants you to know it's going to be okay. And he says, just take the messages how they resonate and get rid of that, whatever that thing is that was done to you. It may have been done to him too. Or maybe it's the fact that he passed away and you miss him very much and you've been keeping that. Hang on. Guys, something just tried to say something to me. I actually started to hear a voice. Wow, that's never happened before. Fire signs, take this how it resonates, but somebody's passed on loved one is with you, and they're saying yes, that's true. So whoever this message is for, your passed on loved one is with you every single day. He watches over you, and he loves you, and either his name starts with an A or your name starts with an A. And he actually started to say something in my ear, guys. I literally started to hear a voice. They're just saying A. All right, guys, take that how it resonates. Let's cut this deck. What are you trying to say, honey? Guys, I can't pull it in, but someone's trying to talk to me. Literally, I keep trying to hear a voice in my right ear. Guys, that's never happened before. But they're just saying the A name. They're just saying that's true, that's right. So whoever this message is for, that you get this message, that they just want you to know they love you very much. Guys, I'm getting the shakes now. All right. So they're saying cut one more time. And then the bottom of the deck. Somebody loves you very much. And they want you to know they're with you. I mean, this usually means a choice in love, but this is for that A person. Angie, Angela, Angelo. They're just saying they love you and they're with you. And that they see you and that they want you to know that they are with you. And you're very, very strong. Guys, that's never happened before. All right. So we're going to move on. So somebody, you are going to, because of this message they're saying, you're going to walk away from that past of whatever happened. You're going to be very happy knowing that you're now going to have movement because you now know, whoever this message is for, the A name, they're saying that you're now going to be able to go forth with your gifts because you know, I see a girl crying in my mind's eye. Somebody's going to know that their relatives with them. Guys, I don't know who that message is for. That's never, ever, ever happened before. But take it how it resonates and you know who you are, they're saying. All right. Let go of the past so that you can go forth with your healing gifts. So guys, this is generative energy. Letting go. This secret coming to light. This all has to do with this first row. Whoever you are, you're going to know that you are meant, that you're going to see your worth and value. You're going to know that it is time for you to leave all the past behind. And knowing that you have they're saying, knowing that you have your spiritual counselors, however those come to you, that's going to be part of your strength, they're saying. That's what's going to build your foundation. That's on your personal journey is going to help open you up going forward into the future. Helping you to find other people, to realize your potential, they're saying. Guys, loads of messages coming in this morning. Take that how it resonates, guys. That's the first time I've ever gotten a message from a passed on loved one. But somebody wants somebody to know that they are loved and that they are with you. So they're saying if you've been feeling like everything's been unclear, you're being called to a new life, your angels have your back, and you are going to, the waters representing flow this morning, leaving the past behind and going to a higher calling. And there's going to be more of you, and you're going to find each other. So some of you are going to be totally walking away from how you used to do your life, they're saying. And guys, I picked that up in this bottom row too, of your personal destiny, listening to your spirit, guys, your healing, kicking everything to the curb and finding other people like you. And y'all getting together and having more flow and helping people in the future. Yep. Jumping timelines again, guys. And starting on a new journey. And having success. Guys, so that's it they're saying. Look at the bottom again. What's on the bottom? A lot of you are going to be lighting the path for a lot of other people. Guys, that's why I was saying that they were making me point out that somebody that's egotistical, okay, in here, right in here, you are not all by yourself, and that everybody's going to have to work together. So, guys, this is another timely message again of don't let your ego override you. Because if you do, at some point, your ego is going to bring you down. You are meant to be a guide. Y'all are all meant to work together. Okay, see how they're working together here, folks? See how they're together here? As a collective, y'all are stronger than one person by themselves, are saying. Guys, take that how it resonates. That's the message this morning. And whoever you are that has the passed on loved one that is never far from your side. And guys, I heard Michigan. I heard Angie, Angelo. Guys, they've been telling me that my messages are getting more in depth. So maybe now I'm going to start hearing somebody's passed on limit. Guys, I've just given it to you how it's coming forth for me. I am just a vessel, just a messenger. Guys, I know my place in the pond. I am just to make sure you guys get these messages. Okay? All right. So Lana Scott Lighthouse, guys, be a light in the darkness. Listen to your spiritual counselors. Be somebody's hero. Be your own hero. Because being your own hero, you're also meant to be a hero for other people. Guys, no man is an island unto themselves, they're saying. They're saying that's the end of the message. I hope this resonates for somebody out there. And just remember, starting out on your journey, you got to remember on the success card, there's other people involved in this. All of you are meant to work together as a collective. And guys, again, they're showing me that round thing with, a group that starts this, and then there's other groups all around the world that are part of the same organization or the same mindset. Same mindset, they're saying, not really so much the same organization, where all of you, your energy collectively helps people. Take it how it resonates. Lana Scott Lighthouse. This is for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag.